Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Zero Kurasagi here, and I'm back here with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels video, and today I have for you guys my ABC Dragon Buster deck. Yes, another machine deck. This one is actually pretty good. Anyways, let's jump into it and see what this baby can do.
I hate hearing Bastion suffer like that and not being able to help.
No joke. They've been dueling all night. And from those screams, it sounds like Bastion's been losing all night, too.
so I'm gonna do this deck breakdown a little bit different. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I'm just gonna teach you guys combos you could pretty much use for this deck. So this deck, you kind of want to go first, right? A machine deck where you want to go first, weird. But yeah, this deck you actually want to go first, and what you want to get is your field spelled Union Harrier. This field spell by itself will allow you to combo into a pretty good board turn 1, like just having one of these in your hand. So that's pretty much why we're running 3 and 1 terraforming. So I mean, if you're able to get terraforming or the field spells into your hand, you can do this combo. So pretty much you're going to set your Union Harrier on the field. It'll allow you to search for a monster. You're going to search for the Bee Buster Drake, summon him, use its effect to add or attach Union Driver to your Buster, use Union Driver's effect to banish it, and then equip the level 4 appropriate, so you equip another Bee Buster Drake to your first Bee Buster Drake. Then you will use your Bee Buster Drake's effect to summon itself to the field. So now you have 2 Bee Buster Drakes on the field. You would link those away into your Union Carrier. When Union Carrier hits the field, both the Bee Buster Drake's effects will activate, which will allow you to add a light machine monster. Oh no, a Union monster. It doesn't even have to be a light machine monster. A Union monster from your deck to your hand. So of course you're gonna go for your A core, Assault Core, and then you're gonna go for your C Crush Wavering. Add those 2 to your hand. Now with your Union Carrier, you're gonna use this effect to add or attach Photon Orbiter from your deck directly to it. Then you use Photon Orbiter's effect to send it to the grave, and then add a few Galaxy Monster, which will be Galaxy Soldier, from your deck to your hand. Use Galaxy Soldier's effect, send the A Assault Core to the grave to special summon it. Then allows you to search for another Galaxy Monster. Obviously get your other Galaxy Soldier. Use its effect to send your C Crush Wavering to the grave to special summon it. Now you have both of these on the field, along with your Union Carrier. So you're going to Xyz summon using your 2 Galaxy Soldiers into your Cyber Dragon Nova. Then you will overlay the Cyber Dragon Nova into the Cyber Dragon Infinity. From there, you can then summon your ABC Dragon Buster by banishing your A Assault Core, B Buster Drake, and C Crush Wavering from the grave. And then boom, you pretty much have Cyber Dragon Infinity, Omni Negate on the field. You have Disruption with his effect allowing you to discard to banish a card on your side of the field, as well as you can use his other effect to tribute it to target those 3 light machine Union monsters that you sent to the grave to special summon them. This effect you really only want to use at the end of your opponent's turn, so when your turn starts you can go into link plays. So be cautious which effect you're using. You need to have a card in your hand to use the first effect to discard a card. And then Union Carrier is kind of on the field. You can absorb it with the Cyber Dragon Infinity, but I usually just keep it on the field, so you can possibly use it for link summoning the next turn if it survives. But usually that's pretty much all you need. But yeah, that combo set up your board turn 1 using just Union Harrier. So the problem is, what do you do when you don't get Union Harrier? So we also have this card in this deck, the Unauthorized Reactivation. This allows you to target a machine monster you control and equip an appropriate machine Union monster from your hand or deck to that monster. That Union monster cannot be special summoned that turn, yada yada. So what you pretty much do to skirt around that second effect is you're going to attach your Union Driver to it, then use his effect to banish it to equip obviously a B-Buster Drake. So no matter which Union monster you get, if you get A Core, if you get B-Buster Drake, you just need one of these, and there's 9 in your deck, so the chances of you not getting one is kind of crazy, and then one of these. And with those 2 cards in your hand, you could pretty much go into the same exact play. So let's say you had A Assault Core, you would summon it, then use this effect to attach Union Driver, banish Union Driver, attach B-Buster Drake, use B-Buster Drake, summon it, link away into Union Carrier. Their effects will activate. So this will allow you to add a Union monster from your graveyard to your hand. This will allow you to add a Union monster from your deck to your hand. So obviously you're going to want to grab the C Crush Waverin from your deck, and it doesn't really matter. You can grab the B-Buster Drake. So you have your 2 light monsters, so that when you use Union Carrier, you're going to go to Photon Orbiter, use this effect so that you can get Galaxy Soldier in your hand. Galaxy Soldier, send the B-Buster Drake to the grave, special summon it, get the other Galaxy Soldier, send the Secret. Like, it's the same play. You're gonna end up with the same board, except for this time it took 2 cards instead of 1 to pretty much do this play. This deck can work turn 2, but you really want to work it. Your best play is to go first with this deck and set up. And also we added the Fusion Destiny just so you can get your Destiny Hero Destroyer. So I mean, if you get like a really good hand and you have Fusion Destiny and, you know, Union Harrier on the field or in your hand, you're gonna have a pretty good board turn 1. Other than that, I have a couple of disruptions in here. This Magnet Reverse is used to get back your ABC Dragon Buster, because when you use his other effect, it sends it to the graveyard, but with his other effect, you cannot special summon him unless you banish the cards from that you control from your field or graveyard. So once this hits the grave, there's really no way to get it back except for with this card, because you can special summon monsters that cannot be normal summoned or special summoned. So it works specifically for him. Hopefully they like remove the limit on this one, put it at 2. This deck would get a lot better if we had him at least at 2. I don't think you really need to have 3, but yeah, having it at least at 2 would be super helpful. This, you can switch this out if you want more hand traps. I find this to be pretty useful because you have a lot of people who will activate things on your turn, like hand traps. So if somebody Ash Blossoms you, you can activate this card on your turn to draw a card, take control of an opponent's monster to the end phase, look at their hand, choose a card, and shuffle it to the deck. Usually don't use that third effect. You usually use one of the other 2, the first 2. But it's really strong. I didn't really know how well it worked until I used it, and I was just like, oh, this is awesome. So I have 3 in here. We have 2 Forbidden Droplets in here. We could up that to 3, but I think 2 is enough, and then 2 Infinite Impermanence. And this is pretty much the main deck. It's pretty self-explanatory. The extra deck, you know, you got your Link plays. We have her in here for when you bring back your 3 ABC monsters, and then you have your Union Carrier on the field. That's enough materials to go into this monster. And on top of that, if your opponent has an effect monster, you can use one of their monsters with the Link summon. If they have a Link monster on the field, well, that's even better. They just have to be effect monsters. But yeah, you can go into this, you can go into Salt Cold Talker with when you bring those 3 back. You can go into your Bow Goddess when you bring those back. And then this monster I put in here just to go into my level 10s because I had these, because this is my alt account. That's why you see the deck name is in Japanese. So on my alt I had these cards, so I was like, okay, let me find a way to work these in there. So with this, if you destroy an opponent's monster by battle, during the end phase, you can overlay this into a rank 10 or higher Xyz monster. So you pretty much overlay this into your Super Dreadnought to just dish 2,000 damage to your opponent, or your Sky Palace to destroy a card and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Then after that, you could still overlay again into your Zeus, so that you can, you know, use Zeus' broken ability. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You also got your IP Masquerada, so that you can link summon on your opponent's turn. Super good if you're going to use this. It helps to disrupt the play, like this allowing you to link summon during your opponent's turn, and this also allowing you to use your opponent's monster as link material is kind of broken. It's kind of broken. So yeah, if you have situations where you don't need to go into Union Carrier, going into Masquerada is pretty good second choice. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions or any suggestions on improving the deck, remember, check to see the date this video was made. There's always patches, there's always updates, new cards and stuff like that. So this might be a little outdated if you're watching this a bit later. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.